And on my Christmas break, I went to Paris. But what did I bring back from Paris? I took a magnet. Yes, guilty. And the magnet made its way to my overly crowded fridge already. Let's see, by a raise of hands, have you ever bought any magnet? Okay, cool. So we know what we're talking. But what do we remember about magnets from our schools? Well, they attract certain things, and the Earth has a magnetic field. But for your information, that fridge magnet has a strength 100 times more than the Earth's magnetic field. But what if I were to tell you that using magnets you can boil water? Will you think that I'm crazy?
No, of course not.
I'm not crazy, my mom got me tested. So, yes, we cannot do that in the world that we can see with the naked eye. But we can if we look under the microscope. So if we dive into the nano world. But what is nano? 1 nanometer is 1 billionth of a meter. Yeah, I know, it's not very handy to take your nano rule and measure what exactly that is. So I have here an image of a human hair. And under the microscope. So if we were to look at this tiny square, and if we were to zoom 100 times, we're going to be finally able to see those nanoparticles. And I know what you're thinking. Does my hair have nanoparticles? No, it doesn't. It was just an example so you can see how tiny those particles are. But what those particles are made of? They're made of iron. Oh, no, not this one. They're made of iron and oxygen. And some of you might be thinking, if I leave an object made of iron outside for a long time, it's going to get rusty, right? So yes, I work with nanorust. But don't be so quick to dismiss it, because this nanorust has superpowers. And what are its superpowers? It has a behavior that is called superparamagnetic, but can also be a bit of a bipolar syndrome. Because in the presence of a magnetic field, all the particles are going to align with the field. While if there is no field, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be like trying to order a cappuccino in a bar in Italy. So how can we use this superpower of the magnetic nanoparticles? Well, if we are to put them in a solution, and then if you are to apply an alternating magnetic field, but what is that exactly? Basically, you are switching the direction of the magnetic field 100,000 times per second. And what will happen? The particles will try to align with that field, and in trying to do so they'll start shaking, they will increase the temperature of the solution because all their magnetic energy will be transformed into thermal energy. So, thus the temperature increase. And if you could locally increase the temperature wherever you would like, what would you do with that power?
Oh no!
Would you make the perfect crema catalana?
No!
Scientists have put that property of magnetic nanoparticles to fight cancer, because cancer cells are much more sensitive to heat compared to normal cells. So this is where magnetic hyperthermia comes in. And you're going to ask me, but is it just in the lab? Is something that's not out there? Actually, this technique is already available and it's in clinical trials in Germany, and currently it's applied to brain cancer. But I'm sure that in the near future it will also be available to other types of cancers. So treatments available. Why do we need another one? There's chemotherapy that has side effects. There's radiotherapy. Soon there's going to be protein therapy, protein degradation therapy as well in area. And I'm sure there's also going to be magnetic hyperthermia, because having more tools, we're going to win the fight against cancer.
Yeah!